Hello, YouTube! Welcome to another episode of Coleford Plays Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. My name is Coleford. This is Danganronpa. Last we left off, it was a while ago we played. Maybe like close to a week. But we are about to jump into the Chapter 5 class trial. So, in we jump. Into the red doors we go, and into the no one in the fucking room. Jesus. Where is Kyoko? Kyoko has to be here.
Hey. What?
The bear. Where's my bear? Stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen.
Why?
What's going on? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again. Monokuma!
Come on.
You're the ones making me wait. What does that mean? Oh, he's waiting for Kyoko.
In other words,
Where is Kyoko? Where's she at? This is very suspicious. Oh? Who is it?
hey,
Oh, she's alive! So we know who the body is now. It just is who's the killer. Like, the chapter very easily spelt out who the corpse was.
What?
Or maybe that's just me. Maybe there's a deeper mystery going on here. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Ooh. I don't like that threat.
indeed.
But that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Why? Now we gotta deal with a ghost.
Let's go.
Excuse me.
But
Use that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
That's right. Whew.
When did she find out a body was discovered? This is... Are we gonna get more truthful? It's right now. Brooke, I need your cappuccino. I'm running low on energy. These cup noodles are making me sleepy. But I'm gonna persevere. We're finishing this class trial today.
Wrong. In other words,
Frothing the milk. Yep, knew we were gonna get a truth bullet. Knew it. Smelt it.
Just a second.
Makoto. It would seem... Goodbye.
There's a big yawn. Being the last one in, I stepped into the elevator. The blinding light of despair. Ooh. Ooh, these are funky class trial grounds.
Can't wait.
I like the colors.
Thrills, chills, kills.
A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yes, I would like to save. So we have 4 more skill points. Do we have any more skills to equip? No, we don't. Okay, that's fine. Who's ready for a class trial? Let's hear it in chat. Who's ready for a class trial? I want to hear you say it. Can't go forward without knowing that we're all ready. Brooke is ready. Anybody else? No. No one else is ready for a class trial? What a shame. I'm ready for a class trial. Let us begin. Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
What?
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
Do we really have to explain to Hagakure? Or, Hiro?
Well, that's just because...
Yeah, Hagakure. Hiro, Hagakure,
she's
whatever.
like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
This is really gonna be like
There's
a
a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Byakuya.
Okay. So I just have to prove
Yo,
that
Nikkei,
the
what's
corpse
up?
Isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important. Shit. What would the important trait be? Her face or her gloves? Gloves?
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
Oh shit, she's fucking slamming back.
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Tattoo in the right hand, exploded body analysis, fake nails.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Possible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is
Damn it.
absolutely Kyoko.
I thought the fake nails would be
Entire
like.
discussion is idiotic.
I'm gonna try the fake nails with that piece of
Kyoko there.
evidence.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No.
Nice.
wrong.
Starting off strong.
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Sprinklers, exploded body analysis, tattoo in the right hand. It's probably tattoo in the right hand with something. You bite your fingernails off? I pick up my fingernails, but I don't bite them off. My god. Be careful, Kanzai. Don't bite your fingies.
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else
Damn
we
it.
can do, right?
If Kyoko really...
Then who does? There's gotta be some... I don't think so. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma... Well, If we can't identify the body...
Got it.
No, it's wrong.
Second try. Let's go.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
I will never use it. I refuse. It's not a feature in the game. I don't acknowledge it.
Is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't exist. I don't know what everyone's talking about. Slowdown feature? Not for me.
A dog? Her master must have
Hydrate.
to be like, you're my
Cheers.
Seriously? You really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to the information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. I believe it's Mukuro Ikusaba's profile, or... No, Mukuro Ikusaba's profile.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group.
You're also not using the speed up feature to get to the relevant part faster. I'm using the speed up feature sometimes.
So, to show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad
Speaking of tattoo,
would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
should I get Fenrir tattooed on me next? The Fenrir tattoo? I'm looking at my tattoos now. The image that represents Fenrir is... Fuck. I don't remember what it's called. It's like a wolf, I think. Okay. Wraps are good.
Now I understand.
Stick it on there. Nothing's leaking.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf face. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf. Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir.
I still need to watch Loki
So it
on
must
Disney
have been
Plus.
Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind...
What I'm watching right now, what was I just watching? Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm rewatching Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the newer seasons, but Frank does know. Frank found out. He was like, what the fuck is that? What is that? Is that real? It was really funny.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a coup last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
What? Oh, because she's the ultimate soldier.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Didn't it say?
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, that other information came from... Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusawa?
The 16th student,
She's been
right?
gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
That's all we really know about her.
Usually
She's
when
the ultimate
there's a
soldier and the
scene where
16th
an
student.
important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all. No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat.
Why is he interjecting?
As possible.
Usually Monokuma doesn't do that. It is...
Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will
Okay.
have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and
Balls,
the culprit
sauce, and
part
buns
of
are
the
just missing
student body?
slong.
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait,
Who would have
no.
killed Mukuro, though? For
There's
what
a
reason?
chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all
A
along.
17th still. Okay, whatever, hero.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
This is gonna be really hard.
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Narrow down the list of suspects.
Huh?
I don't remember the evidence, so...
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Yeah, but I don't want to admit it. Mukuro and the headmaster, Toko and Genocide Jack. I mean, it's obviously Makoto and Kyoko.
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able
Damn.
to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So now the only suspects are me and Kyoko. Can't let stamp, somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock,
So
okay.
the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
Shit. It was like 9 or 10. Say 9. I'm gonna go early as possible.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
He's right.
It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
We'll see.
For me, I was
Duck
already
game.
asleep
I don't
before
know.
nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into
This
each
class
other
trial is very
times,
confusing
right?
so far.
That was around...
Not the like the details that are walking through, but just like the overall mystery of
I remember checking
how
right before
Mukuro
I
died.
walked in,
I'm
so totally
confused,
sure
so
about it.
Which means from 10 p.m.
I don't know.
to
I don't want to write off a
7:30
suspect, even if
you
that
don't
suspect
have
is
an
ourselves.
alibi.
Prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. It's the sprinklers, right? I believe it should be the sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
If you have any objections, Byakuya gives serious Severus Snape vibes. I'm going to be honest. What is the meaning of this foolishness?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Damn, it's not. Sprinklers was 7:30.
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe it's 10 o'clock at night.
And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
No, I don't think it's this.
10 o'clock
I'm gonna shoot it.
to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
Sprinklers with 10:30 maybe?
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Let's check out exploded body analysis. I'm gonna try I'll try sprinklers with the first one.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in
Damn
the
it.
morning.
I wanted to shoot the little fragments. I like shooting them.
10
Makes me
o'clock to
makes me
7:30.
happy.
That's more than enough time to commit murder. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be... We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between...
Okay, I'm not gonna shoot
10
him.
o'clock at night.
No, that's wrong.
Good call, Brookie. Yeah, if it wasn't 7, it must have been the other one. The sprinklers was the answer for sure.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been...
No,
completely
not
safe.
an itchy tattoo. My tattoos are actually very unitchy.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet.
You like that, guys?
Dripping wet, in fact.
Kind of see my tattoo on the side.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
One on one arm,
I'm wrong?
one on the other.
Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
Are you saying only the mouth
Saying
down
that the
south
body
was
was
wet?
but
Jesus
not because of the
Christ.
sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the
Mouth
sprinkler,
down
are you
south.
trying to deny my existence?
Man,
What the
that's
fuck?
totally wacko.
If you really really think it wasn't the sprinkler?
I'm not gonna let that word fly, Duck Game. I'm gonna deny that one, but I also assume she means that as well. That's what you can say. You can call it the mouth down south, but not the other word. You almost allowed it, Nikki? Jesus Christ. I don't want that in my YouTube video. Oh, bullet time battle. Shit.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No. I don't know anything.
You both are so saucy.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No. I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No. I don't know anything. How can you say it?
This should prove it.
YouTube doesn't really care about that kind of stuff, but I do, just for my content. I don't know. I don't want that in the chat section. I'm trying to watch my language as much as possible.
Yes, but the bottom half was
My YouTube channel isn't monetized right now. I don't have enough subscribers to make it a monetized YouTube channel, so it doesn't really matter right now. But I would not want to like have these videos up because these videos are actually doing like kind of well, some of them. So I wouldn't want them to get demonetized for any particular reason like that. So I'm just not going to allow those words.
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko is the only one without an alibi.
I'd just like to say one thing.
Oh?
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
What?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
What?
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time, stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this.
That'd be
Isn't
kind of
that
crazy.
right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
The fuck's she coming at us for? Fuck you, Kyoko.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
I thought we were kind of like friends. I guess not.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
It's the tarp.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Do we really have to introduce this evidence? Why do I have to introduce evidence to, like, frame me? Where's the tarp? Where the fuck is the tarp? Oh, there it is. I didn't see it. It's like the chickens. I should have noticed, because I like the chickens. Chickens. Tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
Is she really accusing us of being the killer right now?
Can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting
Fuck you,
soaked.
Kyoko.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
To mess with the discovery time?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
Or the murder time.
In
I mean,
other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
what the fuck? If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? The body...
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Fragments near the dead body, exploded body analysis, body before the explosion. Probably body before the explosion was something.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Nope. Okay. I got a little... I jumped the gun there.
Shoot!
And I should have waited to see what the next piece of the line dialogue was. I'm going to fast forward to it.
So the reason that was because the spring, but the underside, it was totally it's because that side, since it was facing down toward,
Of course it didn't get dirty.
Didn't get dirty with body before the explosion, maybe?
By covering the body
Because it was
with the
blood.
tarp prevented-
So the reason that because the spring, but the underside, it was totally it's because that side,
Since it was facing down toward the bottom, of course it didn't get dirty.
no, it's
Yeah.
wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Camouflage? Blood was camouflage? What does that
What
mean?
if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
What? Whose blood was it?
You mean someone else like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Oh, I forgot there's blood packs in the nurse's office.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
That's the smartest thing Hiro said so far. Oh, not what happened. Okay, never mind, Hiro. You're a dumbass.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
No! No! I don't want to present the evidence! No! Oh my god. I don't want to present it, guys. This is so sad.
I got it!
God damn it.
Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
That's depressing. I'm really sad.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall...
Whoa, 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 Kyoko.
Going on?
Coming at me again.
Oh,
I don't
no.
like it.
I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
God damn it. Yeah, why is she trying to fucking ensnare us right now? Disguised dead bodies been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
All right. We're going to call that a video for YouTube. We're going to save real quick. Thank you guys very much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe in the YouTube comment section located right down below. Let us know right down below how you thought the video went, how the class trial is going, your thoughts, your theories about who the murderer might be this chapter. Be kind to others, be kind to yourself. We'll see you next time for more Coleford Plays Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. Take care. Bye-bye.